Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you all how I did the watercolor method. Stay tuned for the video. As you can see, I already have my water boiling on the stove. So now I'm going to take my hot water and pour my dye into the water. And I only used half at first. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to use half and then stir it to see how it goes because this is my first time doing the watercolor method. I usually watch videos on how to do it. So I showed you all my experience with it, and it actually went really good. So I'm taking my wig and I'm starting from the bottom of the wig just to test it out to see the color that it's gonna give me. And please guys, bear with me, okay? It took me a while, but I ended up getting the color that I wanted. So yeah. With this method, you just have to play around with it. Like, you just have to keep dipping it in the water, dipping it, and then you'll see the color in the water starts to get clear. So when it gets clear, you just want to add some more to your hot water, stir it, and then keep dipping it here inside the water till you achieve the color that you're looking for. Now I'm pouring the second half of the first bottle in. I ended up pouring all of the dye inside the water and then just stirring it and then just repeating the steps that I did the first time. So it's the process. You just keep adding the dye, dipping the hair, adding the dye, and dipping the hair, and keep on doing it till you see all the pieces of the blonde gone. And as you can see, I have my gloves on. Please, guys, make sure you have your gloves on because the water is hot. The glove that I have on is like really thick, so it was good for me. So now I'm using the second bottle of the dye and I'm adding it to the water. And I'm just undoing the top because it was kind of hard for me to squirt it out or pour it out into the water. So I ended up pouring more than before, actually. I ended up adding a little bit more. I'm like, you know what? Let me just add the whole thing. And as you can see, I'm putting it in the water because I'm trying to make sure I get every piece of the dye, okay? Okay, so now I'm using my second bottle for the top part of the wig. I used one bottle for the bottom half, and now I'm on my top with the second bottle, and I did pour all, like I mentioned in the beginning, I did pour all of the second bottle in. Now I'm just gonna dip the whole wig in at this point. And as you all can tell, the dye wasn't really getting onto the hair like that. Like, I really thought it was like a dip and then all the color would have been on it. That's why I said in the beginning, you have to have patience for this because you're going to have to keep dipping, stirring, adding new water. If you want to do that, you have to keep redoing the steps till you get your desired color. On to the third bottle. As you can see, I ended up pouring all of it in there because I'm like, oh man, maybe I'm not doing this right or what. But I actually ended up doing it really good because I did take my time, but I just ended up pouring the whole bottle because I'm like, it needs more color in the water. Like, I'm just pouring half the bottle. It's not gonna work on the top of the wig. So I ended up pouring the whole bottle, and you can see I'm adding water into the bottle so I can stir it up and then add it into the mixture. I ended up letting the wig sit inside the water for like a couple of minutes. I could say like 5 minutes. And then I started seeing the color was actually getting onto the wig now. So, yeah. I ended up adding some more hot water into my bowl. And then I just used the rest of the dye that I had left in the third bottle. And then just stirred it and then added the wig and let it sit for a little bit. And now I'm just combing out the wig inside the water so all the pieces could get the dye evenly all around. Okay, finally to the last step after years and years of dipping in the water. Finally get to wash the wig. So this is the color and I actually love it. It's giving me like gray with like purplish highlights, and that's the color that I was going for, and it's actually really pretty. Okay, this is the final color and I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. It's giving me like 3 different shades of gray, honey. Like this is so pretty. Like I absolutely love it. And if you all want to see how the install looked with this hair, I'm going to leave that link in the description box below. But thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified every time I post a video. Peace.